Aries for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do you have for Aries for Tuesday? And it came sideways. Aries, you might be feeling very, very vulnerable. That's the word I'm hearing right now. Okay, emotional but vulnerable. You don't want to show anybody. You don't want to tell anybody how you're feeling. I'm feeling the deep sea of emotions that you're trying so hard to contain. I'm not even seeing that you're trying to control it. I see that you're trying to contain it. That's the word that I just keep hearing right here, Aries. It's like, even if you have a burst of anger, if you have a burst of sadness, if you have a burst of happiness, you're trying to contain it, not control it. It's like, I don't want to show anybody my hand. I don't want to show anybody my hand is what I'm hearing, like your hand of cards, okay? And Father's just asking that you just be careful when you're, going through things like that, because I just feel like it's almost like a pot boiling. You put the lid on, it's just going to bubble over. So just be careful. Even if it's a good emotion, suppressing it is not the way. All right. That's all I keep hearing. Because the King of Cups talks about, being able to, be emotionally mature, knowing how to express your emotions, knowing how much is too much, and knowing, to let it go, let it out. All right. And that's a balance in your emotions here. But I just see you kind of like, okay, I feel this way, but I'm not going to show anybody. All right. Your hidden energy is the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, stabilize. It's time that you truly, truly stabilize. Maybe you just feel like there's some exciting news coming soon when it comes down to like your finances and things like that, and you're just trying to contain your emotions behind it. You might even be mad that it hasn't come yet. But I'm just saying stabilize those emotions. Don't try to contain it. Just know how to express it in a beautiful way. This has a lot to do with your emotional maturity, all right, Aries? That's what Father's giving me here, especially with this Knight of Cups. You could even be thinking about somebody here. Knight of Cups is always like that romantic, charming person, and you just don't want to go too far with your words. That's all I'm saying. I just keep feeling that sense of containment. And Father's like, don't contain it. The reason why I keep saying that, because there's a difference between containing your emotions and controlling your emotions, meaning you can subtly let that steam out. You can let that fire out. You can let that out a little bit. It's almost like, again, like a pot on the stove is what I'm seeing. And you can let that out before it boils over. You can let it out, that steam, before it, explodes or something even worse happens, okay? So control it, don't contain it. That's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Taurus for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do you have for Taurus for Tuesday? Okay. Just wanting to come out, the Two of Cups. There's some reconciliations happening here. You could be reconciling with your past, yourself, here, because the Two of Cups is not always about a romantic relationship. It could signify that, but sometimes it's just about you looking in the mirror, being happy with who you were in the past and who you are right now. Being content, accepting that some of the things that you had to go through, it's almost like you looking at little self and saying, you know what, we've come a long way. All right. And that also brings in a lot of, stable connections when it comes to a romantic partnership. Because when you can look at yourself in the mirror and when you can balance yourself, then connections start to feel a lot more balanced because you're balanced. But when you're all over the place, and I give the example all the time of like the seesaw. If I'm on seesaw with you and I'm doing all of this and you're doing all of that, and then we're not stable enough to keep this rhythm going in a good way. So I'm seeing a lot of stabilization within yourself that allows romantic relationships to blossom a little bit more and a little bit better. All right, your hidden energy is the Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So much work that you've put in, but be patient with yourself, okay? This is a lot of hard work. This is a lot of effort here with the Ten of Wands here, to the point where you need to just be patient with yourself. You've been working on you, and don't let anyone tell you anything different. Because carrying the load of other people sometimes is when people start to project their emotions on you. Make sure that no one's projecting on you. You're satisfied with you. Be able to look in the mirror and be happy with who you are and what you've created and how far you've gone, okay? Don't allow people to weigh on you because you have enough burdens of your own, okay? And that has a lot to do with any relationship. It doesn't even have to be romantic. This could be a family member. This could be a friendship. Whatever it is, somebody's dumping on you, okay? Emotionally dumping, maybe even putting all the financial responsibility on you. But be patient with yourself, okay? With the Two of Wands being here, it's like absolutely be patient with yourself. This is going to take some time, and it has taken some time. But as long as you start to realize that there needs to be a change and you start to implement those changes, you start to really accept the fact that something's got to give, okay? Something absolutely has to give, all right, Taurus? Something's got to give. You can't keep carrying everything, all right? Anyways, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Gemini for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do you have for Gemini for Tuesday? Ooh, the Seven of Swords. Be careful. It's somebody around you that is absolutely very, very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Oh my gosh. I hate when I see the Seven of Swords, especially when it comes along with the energy of someone trying to do something to you. It's different when I see the energy of like, oh, you know, you're trying to like, you know, say you're trying to leave a job and you're like, okay, I'm not going to tell everybody everything. I'm just going to creep on out of here, you know, or you're about to leave a relationship. This is not what I'm seeing, though. I'm seeing something like it's one of those things where it's like somebody is trying to get over on you. So be careful who you call your friend. Be careful because somebody's using you, like using you. And a lot of it has to do with your emotions and knowing that you have such a big heart. You have such a kindness to yourself. Don't allow people to use that against you because it's okay to be kind. It's okay to give. It's okay to want the best for everyone. But sometimes people can use that against you and they have a plan and they're like, oh, she's going to give me this anyways, or he's going to give me that anyway. So I might as well not even just ask. You know, it's one of those things where I got to pull some strings and puppeteer this person in order to get it. Because I know that if I say I'm hungry today, even though I have money in my pocket, I can get them to buy me some food. Knowing rightfully so, they might be hungry. But if they have money in their pocket and they're taking out from you and you actually are in need of whatever that is that you're giving, you got to be careful on how much you give. Not saying that it's a bad thing to have a big heart, but you have to be careful, Gemini, on how much you give. Your hidden energy. Oh, shut the front freaking door. I can't make this up. Gemini, look, Six of Pentacles. Be careful how much you give. Because not everybody is in need. You see how they're giving, but they also have the scale here. And that scale tells you everything. You got to make sure that that's a balanced give and take. It's got to be equal. You know what I'm saying? I just have to tell you this, okay? Because this is your hand. You're always giving. And what my sister told me one time is that you got to be careful because they'll fall in love with your hand. Ace of Wands, right here to tell you. They're falling in love with your encouragement. They call you every time they're down. But when you're down, where are they? Nowhere to be found. It's not equal. Okay? Reciprocity is very, very, very easy to do. And if they're not doing it, they're not really your friend or they're not really the person for you. Okay? So just be careful. Okay, Gemini? That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Cancer for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father. What do you have for Cancer for Tuesday? That came sideways. We got the Chariot card. Stay focused. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like you got the Chariot in a different deck. That's why I use different decks all throughout the week, because even if you get a private reading with me, you'll know that I use different decks for different questions because I don't tangle up the energy, right? This is a whole new deck. And it feels like somebody's like getting off track a little bit. So make sure you stay focused. This is another reminder to stay focused. I believe you got this yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. You know, my memory is not that great. But if you did, this is just another indication to stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Don't let anybody push you off your path, because I just feel like sometimes love comes and gets in the way. Sometimes love comes around and it knocks you down. Just get back up when it knocks you down. So don't get distracted by love. Don't get distracted by you're not where you need to be in life. Don't get distracted by comparisons. Don't get distracted by comparisons of money or things, or even ages. Like, oh, this person's their X amount of age or 30 and they got everything together. It's not don't get distracted. It's none of your business. Other people's opinion of you is none of your business. So you stay focused here, okay? Because the Judgment card is here, and that means the revelation of truth here. And with the Ten of Pentacles, you're more stable than you feel like it. So don't get distracted. Do not allow somebody to give you a false narrative here. Forgive and move on. All right? Don't let anybody come back in, because the Judgment card comes to say, like, something had to end. And because it ended, it created a new life and a new beginning in you. You see what these are? These are coffins here. And that's so crazy, because the Fool is that new beginning. Is right underneath there. You see these coffins? That means these people died, okay? And they came back to life under the reign of the truth. All right? Judgment has been called on a situation, and it freed you. And both of these cards are freeing, okay? So it freed you, and it created stability in your life. So don't go back to that. This is a huge, huge warning, Cancer. Do not go back to that. All right? I don't know how many times I got to say do not let anything distract you. I don't care if it's a habit, a person, a thing, a job, whatever it is, let it go, because it's over with, all right? And it's time for your new life and your new beginning. This is new life. This is new life. This is a new beginning. This is something that you created. So again, with the Chariot card coming out, but it came sideways, stay focused. Don't let anybody knock you off your path, Cancer. That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Leo for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Leo for Tuesday? Leo for Tuesday. And that came sideways a little bit too, the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups talks about pouring into yourself. Pouring into yourself. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Self-love and self-care is needed in abundance right now, okay? I just heard in abundance. That means your peace, mainly, okay? Your peace is important. Don't let anybody tell you, because you know how we say protect your peace. I hate that freaking, what do you call that? Innuendo? I don't know what you call it, okay, in English. Somebody help me out. But whatever it is, you know, the saying, protect your peace, protect your peace, protect your peace. Sometimes people mean that by saying cut everyone off. That's not a protection of peace. Protecting your peace means you can pick up the phone and politely say, no, thank you. With a smile. That is true, genuine joy, okay? When you decide, hey, I don't even want to pick up the phone, they get on my nerves, that's creating too much chaos inside of yourself, okay? Recognize the difference. A lot of times we don't know the difference because it's easier to just to say, I'm not going to pick up the phone, I'm not going to call them, they're not going to call me, they don't have no rights to my space, my area. But when you're really at peace, none of that even bothers you. Their name can come across the phone and you're like, what do they want? Now, come on now. And it will make you laugh more than anything, okay? So just understand that when you're protecting your peace, it doesn't mean cut everybody off, cut everything off, and hibernate. It means, you know, really find that peace within yourself by pouring into yourself, knowing that you deserve to laugh a little bit about some things. Because what can you do about it? Your hidden energy is that 5 of Wands and that 8 of Wands. Shut the front door. Somebody trying to call you with chaos. Look at that. The 8 of Wands is all about communication coming in. Somebody calling you, and the 5 of Wands is like, you know, that chaos that I told you about. Somebody's calling you, and they're going to create that feeling of, oh my gosh, I got to just, you know, you don't have to cuss them out. You don't have to feel bad about, like, you know, oh, I'm just not going to pick up the phone. Then you spend the next hour wondering why the heck did they call in the first place. You know, don't worry about it. But you can pick up the phone for real and say, oh, no, thank you. You know what? You're causing me too much drama. Then you can get off the phone and really smile at the phone after that, because you really just know at that point that you've conquered that. That's it. That's all. Anyways, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Virgo for Tuesday. Hello, Virgo. Ooh, that came quick. Queen of Pentacles. That stability that you seek is really right in front of you. You've been working very, very hard on yourself. You've been working very, very hard at work. And you might even been working very, very hard, like cleaning up, taking care of everything. Because the Queen of Pentacles takes care of everything. They take care of the job. They go home and clean up the house, cook the food. And then they still have time to like make a bubble bath and take care of themselves, okay? So with the Queen of Pentacles coming, I'm just seeing the stability that you have. No care in the world. And if you're not there, you need to get there. There's that warning there, okay? But Virgo, I'm also seeing somebody like really, really admiring you. If you are a woman, I'm seeing the admiration from a male, okay? Because with the Queen of Pentacles, I don't always see it as gender, but I'm specifically seeing this for the collective, Virgo. I'm seeing somebody admiring you, admiring your tenacity, admiring how great you are and how you take care of yourself and take care of everything and how stable you are. And if you're a male, Virgo, I'm seeing that you are the one doing the admiring here, okay? I'm seeing the admiring somebody. I don't know who this person may be to you, okay? But you're just like, man, they do it. 111 on the timer as I say that, yes. Because the crazy part about 111 is that intuition being loud, okay? So trust your intuition on this, especially if you're a male. It's okay to reach out to that person. It's okay to talk to that person because they got it. They got it. And then we got the 10 of Swords and the Chariot card. Yeah, it's time to get rid of some old habits and some old ways too. I see some endings here. But this is like more so like, all right, whatever I used to do, we're not going to do anymore. We're just going to really, really stay focused. We're going to really stay grounded. We're really going to do this, okay? If you're a male, I'm seeing like, you know, just going for it. Go for it. Go for it. Because I'm hearing, can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. Okay, go for it. All right, it's because you got to get rid of that fear. That fear is gone. Fear is gone. Fear is out of there. Okay, you're done with that. Time to move forward. All right, and stay focused on whoever this person is. I got you. I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I see. Somebody's really got their eye on them. Oh my gosh. It's just, look how focused she is on this coin here. But I'm seeing the focus being on somebody. Like the fact that you're so stable. Whoever this person is so stable, and they're focused on the things that they have to do and their priorities. And then it's here comes this stable masculine, like, oh yeah, I see everything that you do and I appreciate it. I admire this, okay? I'm just seeing so much admiration in this reading. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed, Virgo. Thank you. Libra for Tuesday. Let's see, Father, what do we have for Libra for Tuesday? Ooh, we got the Hermit card, which is so interesting because I do see that you're ready to just be at home, okay? It could be a rainy day around you. I don't know why I'm seeing rain too, because I'm hearing sometimes it's soft as a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Maybe you're doing some soul searching, some soul work here, okay? Because I am seeing rain. I don't know. It might not be raining in your area, but it might be, you know, like washing away some of the things that you know, were once thinking, some of your doubts, some of your fears. Soul searching. You could be reading your biblical text or your any religious text for that matter, because I know people follow me in different paths of life and different things and believe in different things. So whatever your religious text is, I'm hearing get in it. Get in it. Open that book. Open it up. Even if you gotta like play a tape or whatever, just, you know, and I'm hearing playing some joyful music. Not just praise though, I'm hearing worship. Because, you know, we play praise and worship. Praise is like that, okay, you know, you are the all being. And then there's worship where it gets deep, it's soulful, it touches your heart, okay? I'm seeing definitely some rain, and the Hermit card just lets me know that you want to be at home and doing this, okay? You could have just had a long day at work or something, and that's just what's going to boost your mood or boost you for the rest of this week and help you. I don't know, you feeding your soul. I'm definitely seeing feeding your soul. Could even be some soul food. And I'm not talking like, you know, turkey necks and stuff like that. Excuse me, confirmation. I'm not talking turkey necks and stuff like that. I'm talking soul food, stuff that's like, you know, like a good stew or a nice chili or something that just, you know, reminds you of home, you know. Anyways. Your hidden energy is the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. You've had a lot of things going on at the same time. You've been trying to balance a lot of things. And this is where the soul searching comes in, because all these doubts, all these fears, it's time to let go of and stop fighting yourself on this, okay? Because you're fighting your thoughts. Because there are a lot of them. You're like, I believe in this, but I don't know how this is going to work. But I believe that it's going to happen, but I don't know how it's going to work. It's not even just priorities that you have in your own like life. I'm seeing this happening in your brain. It's like, I believe, and you're just battling yourself. That's why this religious path right now is so important. Okay, so get in your text this week at some point. That is your assignment. Coming directly from Father, not from Jess. Because I can't make that kind of stuff up. I don't that. Anyways, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Scorpio for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Scorpio for Tuesday? Ooh, you got a lot of energy going round and round and around, okay? And around and round and around and round and around and round we go. And around we go. You need to be encouraged right now, okay? You have a vision, you have a dream, you have some sort of passion here with the Ace of Wands coming out, and it's going out so crazy. It's kind of like, you got to believe. You got to believe in miracles right now, okay? Because whatever you've been given as far as an idea, it was given from above. Absolutely. You can't make this up. This is something that you could not make up in your own being. This came from directive, okay? A purpose. And whatever this idea is, it's like urging you to come on and do it. Come on and do it. Come on and do it, okay? So your feelings about it is kind of like, but should I? And then I got so much to do, and I got family, and I probably, you know, even if you got kids or something, it's kind of like, but I got this, and I got that, and I got all of these things. But everybody is not given the opportunities that you're given. You're given an opportunity, so take it, okay? And I don't say that often. To be honest, thank you, Father. I don't say that often because I always say every opportunity is not a good opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because I always feel that way. But this one here, Scorpio, it feels right. It feels very right, okay? The Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. It is so right that it's just, it's coming from above. I can't make this up. The Nine of Pentacles talks about, you know, just enjoying, you know, stopping and smelling the roses, enjoying your wealth, enjoying the things around you, enjoying your health, enjoying, you know, like just it's the little things. And so with that all being said, stop trying to predict what's next and what's next and what's next. It's time to plan what's next and what's next and what's next. It's time to get organized in that idea. The Emperor card comes to say, organize your thoughts. Organize that idea and make it come to life, because it is going to come to life, okay? And you don't need to be around people to do this. This is one thing that you're going to have to do solo dolo, but it's okay because it's yours. It was given to you to execute. And the only way to execute it is to stop and think of the small things. Hasn't he brought you a long way? All the things that you have in your life. I mean, geez, you know, you can count your small blessings and you realize that this was given to you, okay? Anyways, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Just a new opportunity for something. It feels big. It feels really, really big. All right? That's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Sagittarius for Tuesday. All right, Sagittarius, let's see, Father, what do we have? Oh, and that came quick. It's this Knight of Swords, and I'm going to take this card too because it came up. Knight of Swords. Okay, don't make a decision too fast. You're moving too fast. You're moving too fast. You're moving too fast. It's time to balance yourself before you take off, okay? Knight of Swords warns you not to do things in haste, okay? Temperamental. Be temperamental about it, okay? That means balancing your emotions as well. Because I feel like you have a passion about something and you just want to do it. You just want to go for it. Why not? And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes we're given direction and say, okay, that's divinely guided audience. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Anyways. Being ordained to do something, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why it's coming out weird. Anyway, Sagittarius, all right. Because time. What I'm trying to say and what I'm seeing here is that you need to slow down. Sometimes it's okay to just go for things, and sometimes this is a warning to say, slow down, be patient. All right, be patient with your emotions, be patient with yourself, because sometimes when we rush into things too fast, we can really create some chaos in our life that wasn't meant to be there. We just didn't think things through enough, okay? So this could be a contract. I'm seeing a contract here, some kind of job or something that you just want to take, like an opportunity, okay? I'm going to take it. But look over the contract, okay? It does not hurt to take a few days to look over. And I say a few days. I'm not saying a day or two, because that's still too fast. You need to absorb it. You need to figure out, you know, the pros, the cons, and all of that. The Ace of Cups and the Magician card. Yeah, take some time for this, okay? The Magician is something like you manifest. And you can manifest some really negative things if you move too fast, okay? Because sometimes our thoughts get in the way of what we really truly want. The Magician card is here. And then we got the Ace of Cups that just says, you know, all this abundance is yours. Everything is pouring into you. So take time to pour into you. Don't let anybody rush your decision, rush your mind, rush your emotions. I say all the time, don't let people fast talk you. That's like, I've been in, like, okay, you be at a gas station or something, and like people will just like, hey, I got this new idea I want you to try. You know, I can make you $500 right now. You want to sign up? You can only sign up today. Don't do that. First off, you got to evaluate, where's their money? Where's your 500? If you're trying to give me 500, well, wait a minute. And then second off, you know, Sagittarius, when it comes down to things, you got to really evaluate the contract, okay? If somebody says they can make you $500, but the cost of it is going to be $450, you only made $50. Be careful, right? Read the fine print. That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Capricorn for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Capricorn for Tuesday? Oh my gosh, you've been working so much. You're exhausted. Work. Remember, life is not always about work, you know, because, I mean, I know that Capricorns work hard, and I know that you know that results, you know, everything pays off, but I just feel like you're overworking yourself. You need to stop and get some rest, because sometimes we can put on too much. We can add too much to our plate. For instance, you could be at work looking out for this person and looking out for that person and making sure that your stuff looks right and making sure their stuff looks right and making sure, you know, or confirmation, excuse me. Or you could be taking on too much work when it comes down to family. Like, oh, okay, well, I'll do this and I'll do that because you're the responsible one. But be careful, because you're putting a lot on your plate and you're putting a lot on your back, and it's stressing you out. Stress does not, stress breeds, you know, bad health, okay? So be careful, because it can show up in your body physically. So get some rest. Everybody's problem is not your problem. As much as you are helpful, as much as you want to help, I'm saying you are the responsible one. You do feel obligated sometimes, but you are not obligated to help everyone. You're not obligated to take on everybody's thing. Focus on the things that you need to do. Prioritize those things. If you don't get some of the things done, it's okay. Get some rest, because you're going to be needed tomorrow, okay? You need you. Your hidden energy is the Five of Swords and the Six of Wands. Yeah, and I feel like somebody is absolutely competing with you as well. With the Five of Swords, this is somebody, like I said, at work. Somebody like, you know, that you might be working over double time trying to, you know, shine, but you already shine. You don't need to help them. You don't need to show that you're a team player. You just walk away from that, whatever it is, okay? You don't need to outshine anybody because you shine bright already. So walk away from that, because I feel like somebody is making you feel like, oh, I got to do and I got to do. But you shine already. You already won. There's no reason to keep going and keep trying to compete. Or they might be feeling like you are the competition, because I don't feel like it's like, oh, I'm in competition with them. They feel like you're in competition with them. So that's why they ask for your help. That's why they need you. That's why they're pulling you into their drama. That's why they're pulling you into their mess. But you don't have to participate. Walk away. Because even this is like healthy competition sometimes too. Five of Swords is not always like, oh, you know, I'm jealous of you. Five of Swords can sometimes mean, okay, we're going to spar. We're going to practice on each other to make sure we're the best. But you're already the best. With the Six of Wands, you won. This is victory. So don't put too much on yourself, because you're not in competition with anybody but you from yesterday, okay? You just focus on you, because it's too much stress. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Aquarius for Tuesday. Let's see, Father, what do we have for Aquarius for Tuesday? We got the King of Swords. You might be evaluating something very, very logically, trying to find clarity in something here, okay? The King of Swords is very, very logical. They don't really use their emotions. They go, wait a minute, does this make sense? It could even be about a purchase, because I don't know why I'm seeing a purchase. Like I'm seeing an invoice or a receipt or something like that. And I'm seeing like, does this make sense? Okay, wait a minute. You're not saying, oh, I need this, or I need to buy that, or I need to buy this. You're like, wait a minute, where can we cut back here? Because this doesn't make sense. We got to cut something back. And that means, okay, I can leave some of that stuff at the store. We don't need all of that extra. And I don't know who you're trying to convince. If it's you, then that's funny. But if it's somebody else, then that makes even more sense, because it's like you're the voice of reason here when it comes down to, we don't need all of that, because you don't. And you already know it. Very sound advice. Very, very sound advice, okay? This is a wise teacher. This is somebody that, you know, doesn't really need to explain their wisdom. They just tell you, hey, that's not worth it, okay? We got the Hermit card and the Five of Wands. This is more so like you've reached within. This is an inside thing. This is a wise choice that you're making. And everybody might not like your decision. I told you, with the Five of Wands, everybody might not like your decision. But you're like, wait a minute, from a logical standpoint, this makes sense. And this is a wise person. The Hermit card, again, wisdom. You come through with your wise advice. You're letting people know that, hey, we can cut back here, we can do this here, we can do that there. This makes sense to me. So everybody get your emotions out of it, because you're the voice of reason right now. Sometimes you can be a little bit emotional, Aquarius. I'm seeing it. But not this time. Not this time. It's them. It's not you. It's other people getting their emotions involved. Oh, but we need that, because we need to make sure that we... I don't know if it's like, it's giving like more so like a wedding or an event where it's kind of like, all right, we don't need all of that. We can go with, let's get some ice, let's get some soda, let's get some water, let's get some juice. That's 1, 2, 3. We got the drinks covered. And somebody's like, but no, it's an event. We need this and we need that and we need the, and you're like, no, we don't. We have a budget. I don't know why I'm just seeing an invoice, okay? It doesn't have to be a wedding, but that's an example of what I'm seeing here, because that's what it feels like. It feels like an event or some kind of thing where it's kind of like, you know, you have numbers here and you've done the number crunching and it makes sense to you. And whatever they got going on, they can feel however they feel, because numbers don't lie. Emotions will play with you, okay? But yeah, they're angry. They're upset about it. But it's okay, because you are the wise one in this one, okay? You're making the right moves. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Pisces for Tuesday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we have for Pisces for Tuesday? That felt like it wanted to turn over. Ooh, 10 of Cups in reverse. What's going on in your household? What's going on? I'm hearing this house is not a home. When I climb the stairs and turn the key, oh, please be there. Saying that you're still in love with me. The song's called This House Is Not a Home. House Is Not a Home by Luther Vandross. I mean, I know I have international followers. That's why I stopped and tell y'all the song. But the Ten of Cups in reverse, it means, you know, like you're not happy right now. It's something about your household or something about like a relationship, even a friendship or something. You know, it could be a family member or something that you're at odds with, okay? And it's just feeling like it's tough. It's a tough emotion to have. All right, because when it's upright, it's like everything's fine. The family good, the kids good, everybody's good. But this is like not everybody's good. There's some discord here. There's some, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be an argument or anything like that. I'm just seeing some kind of feeling. You know, it doesn't feel right. There's tension in the room. There's tension. There's some unsaid words. There's some elephants in the room here. And I'm saying elephants, like that's a lot of stuff in the room, you know, but nobody's addressing it. Nobody's apologizing. Somebody needs to apologize here. I don't know if that's you and I don't know if that's them. Maybe even both, because I'm seeing a lot of elephants. That means somebody owns these elephants and not just one person owns them. Okay. There could be some yelling going on, some arguing, or it could be just silence, radio silence, where you're just like, whoa, silence. I don't know how to feel about this, and you're not making a move and they're not making a move. So, you know, how do you resolve that? Be careful with that. All right. The hidden energy is the King of Swords and the Sun. Just say the truth. That's the only way you get out of this. That's the only way you see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's the only way you see the happiness. If you're arguing with a family member or beefing with a family member, or there's some tension there, some unsaid words, some unspoken thoughts, say the truth. Say what's real. It's gonna hurt. It doesn't matter. You gotta talk about it. You gotta address it. King of Swords is that addressing. You know, the sword is double-edged. You know, your tongue is a double-edged sword. And I'm saying the truth needs to come out. An apology needs to be made. Not only your truth, but their truths. What needs to be said? Because whatever it needs to be said is gonna make you happy. It's gonna lighten up the mood in this house, man, or this environment, or in this relationship, because it doesn't even have to be in the same household. You could be arguing with your cousin, or, you know, like just not knowing where you and your cousin stand, or not knowing where you and your uncle stand, or your auntie, or your mom, or whoever. I'm just seeing like the discord here. But once the truth is revealed and everybody talks and speaks their truth, and you know, as uncomfortable as it is, it's gonna make y'all happy.